Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. In this video, we are going to see a fast formula for medical contribution and provident fund. Let's move ahead and let's see our requirements. So, our requirement is imagine a company policy that requires all employees to contribute a certain amount from their basic salary towards medical coverage and provident fund savings. This policy aims to provide medical support for employees while securing a portion of their salary for long-term savings. So in this example, we'll set up a fast formula that deducts 15% of medical contribution and 3% for provident fund contributions. So let me take you to the Excel. So this is our Excel. So we are going to create a basic salary element, okay, and then other two elements for provident fund and medical contributions. So here you can see the contributions. We are going to provide 50,000 as basic salary, and if we reduce 3% of the provident fund, so if we calculate 3% of the provident fund, so that will be 1,500 for the medical contribution. Sorry, provident fund. Let me correct that. Provident fund. Okay. And if we calculate 15% of the medical contribution, then it will be 7,500. Uh, Now let's move to our instance and let's create our element. So I have already created element for basic salary. Let me navigate. So we'll go to my client group, then compensation. Okay, let me refresh it once. Okay, so compensation. Then if you scroll down, you can see the option element. Okay, for this we are going to create only one element, which is provident fund. As I have already created basic salary and medical contribution. So if you want to see, if I open basic salary, okay, and the legislative data group will be US legislative data group. Let me click on search. Okay, so this is our basic salary element, which is basic salary US, and the element classification name is standard earnings. Okay, now let me create element for provident fund. Let me again try to refresh it. Okay, so let me click on add, and legislative data group we are going to keep as same USLDG, and primary classification will be, since this deduction will be a voluntary deduction, we are going to select primary classification as voluntary deduction. Uh, okay, let me click on continue, and I'll give Provident Fund US. Let me copy this and place it in reporting name. Let me change the effective date to 1101 and first standard earning date and last standard earning date. Let me click on next, and the calculation rule will be percentage deduction. So I'll select that and let me click on next and then submit. So we'll wait for some time for this element to get created. Uh, okay, let me click on OK since this Uh, this element is being created. Let me see the status is processing. So let's go ahead and let's create a fast formula for that. So I'll again, we are into the same compensation, and if you scroll down common configurations, you can see we have fast formula. So I'll click on fast formula and let me click on create button. So this is for the Provident Fund US fast formula. Let me select the type as element input validation, and the legislative data group will be US legislative data group and 1101. Let's click on continue. For this, we actually need a basic salary pay value. So I'll get that from the DBI default for, let me search for basic salary US. Uh, that will be pay value. Uh, I'll search that into the database item name. It will take some time. Okay. Uh, Let me add this to the formula. Okay. There's some problem, I guess, into the instance. We'll try again. So, fast formula. Let me search if that is the formula we created is present or not. No, it's not present. So let's create that again. Provident Fund US fast formula. Let me select the type as element input validation, and legislative is US legislative data group. Effective start date will be 1101. Let me click on next and let me get the DBA again. So basic salary US pay value. I'll add this to the formula. I'll click on add to formula and then detach it. So is 0. Now the second thing we want is the percentage, since we are taking percentage. So we'll use inputs are percentage, and let's do the calculation. So we are going to store the value onto a pay value, onto the pay value. So I'll take pay value and let me take this basic salary pay value and I'll paste it over here, and let's just multiply with the percentage divided by 100, and that's it. We'll return the uh, pay value. Let me just save it first so it won't get refreshed. So let me refresh and let's just see compile status. Okay, now this DBI needs context, which is date earned. So let me again search it. Here it is. I'll click on correct. So the date earned will be, I'll keep it same as the effective date. So L effective is equal to, we'll get the context, effective date, and let's provide a default value for that. And this will be a date. Okay, now I can change the context. So change context, it is date earned, or sorry, earned date is equal to L effective. Okay, let's just save this, submit, and let's see if it gets compiled or not. Mm, okay, so the context is, it's not date or earned date, it will be date earned. So I'll cut it from here and let me paste it. Yeah, now let's just save, submit, and compile again. Refresh it. Um, Okay, now it got compiled. Now let's attach this formula to our element, which is Provident Fund. So we'll again go back to elements and let me search for the element Provident Fund, and the LDJ will be US Legislative Data Group. Uh, so let's create, let me change the effective date first. Okay, then let's create the element eligibility first for this element. So Provident Fund US element eligibility. I'll click on save and let me click on submit, and I click on this element details, and let me click on correct. And if we scroll down, you can see this default entry values and validation. I'll open that. And in the calculation formula, we'll provide this Provident Fund US. We'll attach this formula. So Provident Fund US first formula. Let me click on save, submit, and that's it. We are done with this element. The same thing I have done with the medical uh, contribution element. I've already created that. Let me show you that medical contribution US. This is our element. Uh, so let me open that. If I scroll down, we are on to the element details page itself. So if I scroll down here, you see the calculation formula. I have attached the medical contribution US fast formula. And let me show you the formula also. It is same uh, as we created for the Provident Fund, but so medical contribution. Research for medic. Okay, we didn't select the legislative data group, so it's US. And so this is our formula. And if I open this and let me show you that it is same as we created for the Provident Fund. So let's go ahead and let's attach this formula to a person. So in the My Client group, we'll go navigate to Person Management and let me search for a person. I'll click on Search. Uh, in the Actions, Payroll, you'll find element entries. We'll attach our elements over here. So let me search for our element, which is basic salary US, so that we have the pay value from this element. Uh, the pay value we are going to use is 50,000. Let me click on Save. And we are done with this basic salaries element. And let's now attach Provident Fund, which we just now created. So Provident Fund US. I'll click on Continue. And for this, we actually want 3%, right? So I'll provide 3 over here and let me click on Save, and it will automatically calculate the pay value for that. So I'll click on Save. Okay, so the pay value is 1500, and if I open the Excel sheet, you can see the pay value for the Provident Fund is 1500. So that's we are done with one. Let me quickly attach the medical contribution. So this one, let me click on Continue. And for this, the percentage is 15. Let me click on Save. And the pay value is 7500. If I open and show you the Excel sheet, the numbers are matching. So I'll click on Done, and let's quickly run this the payroll for this person. So I'll come back to the home page, and under My Client group, I'll go scroll down and show more. Let me search for quick pay. So this is our quick pay payment. Let me search for the person, which is Kent Phillips. Mm, Okay, so just taking some time to uh okay. So uh so this is our person. So let me uncheck this US taxation so it won't mess up our calculation. And let me simply click on Submit. Okay, so let's wait. Uh, Okay, so this is our gross pay. If you see over here, this is our gross pay, which is 50,000 USD, and the voluntary deduction will be 9,000, which is 1,500 for Provident Fund, and medical contribution is 7,500. And if we so if we remove these from the 50,000, we remove subtract, sorry, 9,000, then our net payment will be 41,000. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching the session. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you so much.